What it do. We are live in the booth, and I just got a few things that I want to talk and teach about this morning as I make my way to Berean Missionary Baptist Church in Memphis. The 16-year-old young lady that is the youngest teacher in America is going to be there, and I don't know if the service started at 9 or 9:30, but whatever time it started, I'm going to get there and I'm going to take in whatever information is given to me by the design of the universe at the time that I arrive, because that is what is meant for me. So, number one, I wanted to talk about justice and choices, right? And so what prompted me to make this talk was because I've seen information about Nature Boy through Sauce and through Shabri, through Perp, and I've seen things about Diddy through the different like social media platforms. You know, everybody's talking about Diddy and how this is his second case that's been brought against him. And not only has it been brought against him, it's been brought against his son. You know, these different things. And so I really see the similarity in these cases because both are being charged with manipulation. Both are being charged with rape, and also, I don't know so much in Nature Boy if he's being charged with giving them drugs and things like that, but I know for sure P. Diddy, Sean Combs, he's being charged with giving drugs and things like that. So when we look at this through the lens of law, when we look at it through the lens of spiritual law, and then also the lens of spiritual law is sometimes like kind of translated into physical law, into man-made law. So when we look at that, honestly, a lot of these people are being wrongfully accused. Now, well, they're not being wrongfully accused, but they're being wrongfully sentenced, like Nature Boy, because at the end of the day, the people that came into that space, they came into that space willingly. So this is a land of the free, right? However, you have people that are on crack, you have people that are sexed out, you have people that are alcoholics, you have people that have all of these different ailments, right? And typically they do it to themselves, and they do it to themselves because America is a free place, so it provides all of these things for you to do, but you're making the choices. But they're also manipulating you to make the choices through propaganda, through social media, through marketing, through your community, through your environment. All of these things are wanting to penetrate your mind. Even me wanting to have a YouTube channel, to have a platform to speak, is something that has been penetrative to my mind, because this is something that is provided by America. Here you go. Share your life. Share everything that you want to share. However, it's up to you what you decide to share. So it's the same thing when it comes to Nature Boy. He's like, here, I have this opportunity for you to come and for you to heal and for you to learn yourself, for you to learn about the truth of life. I have this opportunity. And then people that are seeking something outside of themselves, seeking a club, seeking approval, seeking acceptance, you know, because in human nature, in human psychology, we all want to be accepted. We all want to have people that we love and people who we know that have our backs. And a lot of us don't have that from any other place. So we go out when we're an adult, we seek that when we go out. We seek that when we go out into the world. And so these people are just giving you, look at this. This is a church right now. This is a cult. This is a cult. Church is a cult. It's a gathering of people who are gathering in the same with the same energy, and they have allegiance to that leader, to that cult. And there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it at all. But we think, we hear the word cult and we think that it's a bad thing. What Nature Boy was doing is not wrong. Those people signed up for it. Now, what makes it wrong, and what makes what Diddy's doing is wrong, is now you're forcing these people. You force Cassie to have sex with this person and to do this and to do that, or manipulated her to do these things, because at the end she's getting something in return. So manipulation doesn't work unless these people are being psyched out to think that they're getting something in return. What was Cassie getting in return? A lifestyle. Opportunities, limelight, money. She was 19 years old. She came to Hollywood for that very purpose, and that is what happened to her. And she happened to come into the hands of Sean Combs, who Sean Combs is probably a deranged man in a way, who has a lot of power. He's a Scorpio, same decadent as me, so I understand power, and I understand using it in ways to be able to have self-gain, which, once again, people try to make that seem like it's a bad thing. This is what you have to do on earth. You have to utilize your gifts and your skills in order to be able to provide for yourself and your family, and more so your family. So Diddy, I don't think he came from a good beginning, right? So Diddy didn't come from a good beginning. He didn't come from, a silver spoon. So he has something in him where he's like, hey, I'm going to get here. I'm going to make it. I'm going to do this. And I don't know what he experienced when he was there, because apparently he's bisexual, homosexual, and he's doing things to, to feed his sexual cravings and to feed what he needs for sex. And honestly, it may be the only place where he feels in control, could be, because maybe he doesn't feel in control outside of that. Even though he's this big music exec, he's still owned by Motown. He still has a boss. He still has someone to answer to, and there's nothing wrong with that. But in the same way, he may want to be the boss, and he may use these sexual escapades and stuff like that to be the boss, because he has things that people want. He has something that people want: money, status, lifestyle. And now Carisha's doing the same thing that Cassie's doing. She doesn't have a problem with it. He gave her a platform. He grew who she was. That's what she wanted. That's what she came for. And so I think that when we talk about the law getting involved, yeah, the law can get involved once somebody has got fed up with it and now they want to go to, now they want to bring a lawsuit against you because, I'm done with it. I've been wronged in this situation. So now I'm going to bring a lawsuit against it because I was being raped. I didn't want to have sex with him, and he was making me have sex with him. I was being this, I was being that. But at that time, you were not complaining about it. The night after you got raped, you knew it was wrong. Excuse me. The night after you got raped, you knew it was wrong. So ideally, you would get some type of, case going, or you would start, documenting things or whatever the case may be. But at the same time, you did it. And I think you did it because you were dedicated to the group. You were dedicated to the cause. You were showing up every morning at every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. You were the basket was being passed around, you knew it was your time to tithe, and you did. You get up every morning and you went to work. You get up every morning and you go to school, or you get up and you have to go and do your clients and do this because you're a contractor and you're the supervisor. So you have to make sure you get up every morning and do these things because you're dedicated to it, because it's a part of your routine, and because you get something out of it. You get something out of it. So what were these people getting out of it is the question. And then also, justice being served for someone using their God-given apparently power, influence, somebody using that in order to have self-gain and in order to live out whatever it is that they saw fit for themselves to live out. Don't shoot me for it. But I see wrong in it, because I don't think that anybody should be getting raped or anything like that against their will. I think that that's, quite sick. But as a person who knows that people do stuff like that because they can and because they have the power to do stuff like that, normal men do that. normal women do that. In society, they just do what they want to get what they want because they can. So, in saying that, I say the laws of the universe are always going to protect us. They're always going to protect the pure-hearted. They're always going to protect the pure-hearted. And everything, good morning, and everything will always come back around. You always reap what you sow. These things are justice, because these are the only things that are true, because these are universal laws. You always are going to reap what you sow. It may not be now, but it'll be later. So ideally, that's why it's the correct thing to do, just to have a pure heart and to do right by people. And when I say do right by people, even in your manipulation, there are ways for you to still do your best to do right by people. Manipulation is a way of life. It's not something that people should feel negatively about or should have a negative connotation about it, because everybody is manipulating something and someone, and you have to either pull the best out of them or to either help the story to progress in the way that God has given you. The God within you knows that it needs to progress in a certain way. I get manipulated all the time. I love it, because at some points I need to be manipulated. So do you. But anyway, I hope you all are having an absolutely great day. I'm wishing you love. I'm wishing you peace. I'm wishing you abundance. Let's start going into these terms a little bit and seeing how they show up in all different areas of our lives, because I think that can give us a little bit more understanding and compassion about what's going on in the world stage. Alrighty, peace.